Okay, hello everyone. This is Kubo, and we just received a new card, Fes Riko, and this card is very broken, so broken that I have to make a quick member feature of it, just to show you how broken this card is. Okay, I feel like just doing a community post is not enough because this is the card you want to scout, and I just want to get this message through. Save for her, scout for her. Okay, now as if why she's so broken. First up, 9% SP gauge fill. We already know that 9% SP gauge fill is the best way to overcome voltage cap. So 9% gauge fill you see in Fes Kasumi, you see in Fes Ellie. These Fes cards with 9% gauge fill, you're almost gonna see whales using them. Okay, but what's the problem with Fes Kasumi and Fes Ellie is because their appeal wasn't very high, like wasn't exactly as high as voltage types, and even with their crit sense, they kind of have a hard time reaching cap if it's in the hands of normal players, and especially when you are not playing within their own attribute. So let's say Fes Kasumi want Impure and Fes Ellie in Elegant. And usually SP fillers, like they're not just restricted for Fes, also like even normal permanent cards like the cool SP Ruby and maybe the Smile Kotori, Smile SP Setsuna, and the other one is Yo, Smile SP Yo. Even they are used by whales just because how strong SP gauge fill is at overcoming the voltage cap. But now this Riko, not only she has this best skill to overcome voltage cap, she also has a broken stat, a broken passive, and a broken life shield active. And I'm gonna explain why. So, appeal 13k appeal plus 900 from her passive itself. I'm gonna talk about her passive later, and maybe I'll talk right now actually. Passive is just a normal 7% increase to same strategy, and you know how strong same strategy appeal plus passive is? Look at Fes Kana, look at Fes Setsuna. Okay, this is the most broken passive any card can get as a front line, and Riko got it. And combine that with her base appeal, she can already reach like 14k, close to 14k appeal. That's like Fes Setsuna or even Fes Kana level. Okay, her appeal is lower than Fes Kana, that's for sure. Fes Kana's base appeal was actually 15k, I think, yes. After the boost from her passive. But basically this card appeal is Fes Setsuna's level. And you know, when the appeal is like that, and you have a skill to overcome voltage cap, you pull for her. And not only that, this card, because this card is focused on appeal rather than crit sense, this card is also very free-to-play friendly, because you don't need that much boost for her to hit cap. Like crit sense, like the crit sense scorers for like Fes Ellie and Fes Kasumi, they have a hard time hitting cap, especially in like off attribute songs, even in critical taps. Yes, and you need like lots of boost from bomb board and your backline also, just for them to hit cap. But this Riko, you can easily hit the cap even when brute forcing. Yeah, active is now the attribute for brute force. Active is now the attribute for free-to-play players, and she doesn't really need the crit sense, although it's because just because of her broken appeal right here. Her broken appeal that makes it so that she can even hit cap and wonderful notes if given the right buff, even in off attribute songs, as long as it's cleansable, of course. Like of course, even Fes Kana and Fes Setsuna, if it's uncleansable, then they'll definitely have trouble hitting cap in uncleansable songs. But they're still usable, even for brute forcing in unclassable songs, just because of how broken their appeal is. And then finally, her LSA. Her LSA is also the best LSA I've seen in SP fillers because it buffs skill rate. And like many of the LSAs, even the good ones, they don't break voltage cap. Like think about the backliners, or even think about Fes and the frontliners, Fes Kanan and Fes Rin2 as well. So those cards, they increases appeal by a good amount. Let's say Fes Kanan and Fes Rin2, they increase by 2.5% appeal for frontline, and the good backliners like Fes Kanata, Nozo 3, Kanan 1, and the final one is the Koto one is a little bit different, but the three cards Fes Kanata, Kanan 1, and Nozo 3, they increase appeal by 5%. And those cards, those LSA, they increase appeal. But increasing appeal means that it couldn't break cap. And the skills that break cap, that helps break cap, like Voltage Plus, like they're just directly generating voltage itself, they're not really that good, because they usually don't activate as often, and they don't generate like a lot to make a difference. But this one, and and maybe one more type of LSA, which is SP fill. So SP fill LSA, you need to be like Fes Emma level or like Che Kana level of LSA broken, the amount of SP fill that gives from their LSA, like Che Kana and Fes Emma 1, for them to be good. Okay. So you know how broken they are, and because they are based on chance, they are not 100%, we are most likely not going to see another SP fill LSA like them. As you can see, like the recent Fes Yohane 2, who gives SP fill at 100%, but only a small amount. But this one, instead of increasing SP fill directly, your SP gauge directly, it increases your skill activation rate of just this card itself. So this card increases skill activation rate by 30% for 3 nodes upon SP activation for herself only. So for herself means she does not affect 2 other front lines, and since 3 is 3 nodes, which means 2 nodes, like she's only going to buff her next tap. Yes, so her next tap, so her 2 other frontliners will not benefit from this, and by the time she tap one again, 3 nodes will have already passed. So, and activating your SP twice does not make this effect longer. It just doubles the effect. Okay, so as if you don't get like 6 nodes of 30% boost, you get 3 nodes of 60% boost. And it's pretty much, the second boost is pretty much useless, like because of skill activation rate cap. So skill activation rate cap is at 70%, and in the first 30% increase, you increase from 33% to 33% to 63%. But the second SP you activate, like at the same time, like let's say you get a bracelet, you activate SP, you clear an AC, and then you get another SP from a bracelet again, and you activate again. So because cap is at 70%, you can only buff her skill rate from 63% to 70% in the second SP activation. So the second, it's not 70%, is really little compared to like a 30%. It's not nothing, but I don't think it's really that worth considering. So but still, I mean, this buffing her the skill rate of her next tap is still very broken, especially when it procs at SP activation. It procs very often, and it procs at the time when we just use our SP and our SP is empty, right when we need the SP the most. Like this one gives so much SP gauge back that it is definitely comparable to Fes Emma, and maybe not Che Kana, because Che Kana can give like 800 SP upon SP activation, but this one gives But this one 9% is like 540 SP fill. It's definitely better. I think it's definitely better than Fes Emma, because Fes Emma, you need to switch strategy for that, and you know how switching away from the front line hurts so much that Fes Emma is not really usable for most players. And in fact, even I can't use it in many songs. Fes Emma is just that situational right now. And you know how 30% is broken, as you see in Fes Johanne 1. Because Fes Johanne 1, you know how she dominates the SPL skill cheese, right? Just because of how high Fes Johanne 1 gives the percentage, the skill percentage. She also gives over 30% skill activation rate boost, and because skill rate is something you either activate or it doesn't. So you want as much boost as possible. You want it to be as high as possible. Giving a 5% boost sometimes won't even guarantee you to activate another skill one more time. Just because the 5% boost is just so minuscule. But giving a 30% boost might make it feel like 100%, because skill rate is absolute. You activate or either you activate or you don't. There's no in between skill rate. So having a this 30%, such a high amount of boost, like making her almost hit the cap just in one activation, it just makes her even more broken. But as for her capability, her ability to cheese in SBL, she's don't think about using her to cheese in skill activation rate SBL. Okay, like if you want to solely use her to cheese skill just for LSA, don't. Okay, she's not that useful because she only buffs herself once. But she is now the best. This second best actually. Fes Emma I'd say is still the best card for SP cheese. But she is now the second best card for SP cheese, just because she can buff her skill activation rate the next time. So Fes Emma, because it's based on strategy switch, so Fes Emma has a chance to activate her LSA every 5 swaps. But this one it only activates at SP activation. So SP activation at 5 nodes is not very likely. So yeah, and she gives her 9% is 540 SP fill, but Emma's is 600. Emma gives more, and you can also activate Emma's LSA more when you SP cheese. So I say Emma is still the best card for SP cheese in SPL, but this card I'd say it's second. It's just the second card. Like, this card is good. It's good for normal use. It's good for brute forcing, like in normal situations, and it's also good for SP cheese. Like, it's good for SP cheese. It's only the side bonus. Seriously, like this card, you can basically put Fes Kanan, Fes Setsuna, and this card, and boom, you can dominate voltage ranking with this. This is just how broken this card is. And if you manage to get Fes Kasumi 1 into limit break, max link break, and give her enough boost that she can cap in critical nodes for cleansable songs, then you will use Fes Kanan, Fes Kasumi 1, and this card as your front line in cleansable songs for voltage ranking, advanced mode. So overall, this card, super broken. Anyone can draw it. Anyone should draw it. Anyone can use it, even at limit break. Even at limit break 0, like even for a new player, you pull her at limit break 0, she's gonna help you, just like how a new player pull a Fes Setsuna, a Fes Kanan. This is just how strong this card is. Okay, I think this is all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.